Is it on video camera?
Go.
Okay. So I got all of you together tonight because I'd like to tell you a little bit about my college experience and how it shaped me. So it took me a long time to decide to go to college, and there was a period of time in my life recently where I went through a lot of change. Had a baby, I separated from my husband, I quit my job, and I had told everybody I was decided on going to school. But the truth was I wasn't really sure if I could even do school. I made all these changes and I wasn't even sure if that was a possibility, if I even had it in me to do all of that. But I wanted to be able to support myself, my new baby, and my other child. I wanted to prove to myself I was capable of going to school and that I could move on and go forward with the change. So I was at this fork in the road. I had told everybody I was going to school and made all the changes to go forward, and I went ahead and did it. I wanted everyone to know that when I made that choice, all I kept thinking was, anybody can do this. If anybody can do this, then I can do this. So my choice education was not just financial. It wasn't just for my family, but it was also about me, to feel better about me, to prove to myself that I was worth it. So I got involved in school in the first year, spent my whole year of college at home on the computer. I was learning a lot, but I wasn't really feeling like I was doing very well. I was getting good grades, but I wasn't involved in a lot. While I was in college, I got a great opportunity to volunteer once I started going to classes my second year, and I got involved in a program called AmeriCorps. AmeriCorps allowed me to not only volunteer, but participate in trainings, and it got me the ability to be a mentor at a homeless shelter to guests that were staying there and people in their program. I found that when being at the shelter that I got a lot out of helping people. I was going to college for something that was related to helping people, and the more I spent time with them, I found the more I was helping myself than I was really helping them. So, how my education shaped my self-esteem is what I want to talk about next. So while I was at the shelter, I got to meet this great funny guy there, right? He had been a guest at the shelter, he had went through the program there, so he had fought addiction, made it, but didn't know how to move forward. He wanted to spend his time at the shelter, and he didn't want to leave. So he started coming to our programs, and I kind of started hanging out with him. He's really funny, loves music. He's a very animated character, always moving and loud and funny. And then we finally talked him into leaving the shelter and moving into his own place. When he moved into his own place, he was still showing up at the shelter every day because he wanted to help other people. So I found that even though we both loved music and we loved being at the shelter and hanging out with the people, the thing that was probably most common for us was that we wanted to help others. It was evident in my desire to be at the shelter and help those people and his desire to come back there every day even though he had left. So I started mentoring him, and after about a dozen trips to the college with me, he finally decided to enroll in school. It took about 6 months for him to go through the whole process. He was really discouraged, but he finally got into college. In order to help him stay in the shelter but still pursue some other things, we talked about what he would do when he was in school. Since I had a great experience in the AmeriCorps program and it helped me to be at the shelter, I shared that with him and helped him get into that program. So his love of music helped him shape his ideas for getting into sound engineering at the school, and it also shaped his ability to spend time at the shelter and fund his education. So it was a really great experience for both of us, and I found that helping him helped me, and it worked out really well. So when I entered into college, I didn't feel all that great about it. I wasn't sure if I could do it. Not only did I complete college, but I helped someone else enter college, and now that person is at the shelter and helping other people get into college. So my hope is that all of you can find some passion in my story if you're considering pursuing your education or helping others or giving to your community.